All right, you guys, so I did some digging and I learned that the digital product market in the education space alone is projected to be valued at or around $840 billion by the year 2030. I know that's crazy. So if you're wondering if now is a good time to start learning how to sell digital products online, I would say that now is definitely the perfect time, and thankfully you're in the perfect spot, because in this video, I'm going to cover all the basics of what it takes to make passive income and grow your business by promoting and selling digital products on the internet. So what is a digital product exactly? Simply put, it's an intangible good that exists in a digital form. You can't hold them in your hand, but you can download them and access them online. They're typically delivered to a customer via email or download, and they offer businesses and builders a way to provide value without a physical inventory. You can offer free products to build an email list, you can offer paid monthly subscriptions to exclusive digital content, or you can offer licensing for other people to sell your digital products. Some examples are ebooks, online courses, software or mobile apps, digital art or graphics, music and audio files, a template for a website or a resume or social media post, stock photos, printables, video content. The list really does go on and on. The real beauty of digital products is that you create it once and you continue to sell it over and over again, but there's a few other benefits as well. One being that the profit margins are pretty high since you don't have recurring costs of goods, and the overhead costs are really low because you don't hold on to any inventory and you don't incur any shipping rates, and orders can be instantly delivered via email or download. And you can implement a few simple automations, and it kind of takes the need for any oversight out of the picture. So let's talk about what you need to get started. First, you need a product idea. Ideally, you choose something that you're knowledgeable or passionate about. So you have to ask yourself, what do you know? What do you have going on? What are you building? What mistakes have you made that you've learned from? What part of the journey are you on? Are you 100 steps into that journey, or are you 2 steps into that journey? There's value at every level. You don't have to be 100 steps or 1,000 steps into a journey to be able to provide value to the next person. Honestly, think about it. Imagine someone just a couple steps down the road. Content from that person or digital products, some kind of education from that person is almost more valuable than something from someone who is 1,000 steps down the road, because that almost seems overwhelming to someone just getting into a new space. So don't worry about you have to be so far down the road before you can start providing value to the next person. So you start with a product idea. The next step is creating a product, and that really can look like anything. That can look like a PDF or a video course or some kind of graphic design template or even a sound effect audio file. It really, the list goes on. Just like I said before, the options for what a digital product can look like, there's really no end. The main thing though is value. What can I create to provide value to the next person? Is this product valuable? Can it give value to the next person and make their life easier, more automated? The next step is to find a platform to host and promote or sell your product. This could be your own website or a third-party marketplace like Etsy, Amazon, or Creative Marketplace. This is the place you'll send people to either buy your product or download it for free in exchange for an email address. And I say promote or sell because a lot of times you'll see brands and businesses and solopreneurs promoting a free product in order to get an email address, and then that enters that person into a funnel in which via a couple emails later, that's at the point where the person starts selling something, but they first started with providing value. Value first, sell later. Hey, do me a favor, like this video and subscribe. It really does this channel a lot of help. I really appreciate it. Okay, so now you have your digital product created and it's loaded on some kind of website ready to be downloaded. Well, now what? Well, listen close, because you could have the best digital product ever created, something that is full of priceless value, and maybe it even shares the secrets of the universe. But if nobody knows where to find it, has ever heard about it, or ever sees it, then it's basically useless. This part is really critical. This is where so many people get it wrong. They get defeated and they end up failing. They didn't really realize that making the digital product was really the easiest part. Anyone can hop on Canva or tinker around with Photoshop and create a digital product. It's in the marketing of that product that really separates the winners from the losers. You have to get attention. No one is going to accidentally stumble on your product and ask for it. You have to get eyes on your product, and there's really only 3 ways to do that. First, we're going to cover the easier and more straightforward strategies. The first one is running paid ads. I won't go really deep here as it's really not in the scope of this video, but simply put, running ads on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook, or whatever social media platform makes sense for your product is a great way to get instant traffic and attention to your product's landing page, wherever that may be. Again, either your own website or a simple hosting website like a Gumroad, or one of the third-party platforms like I mentioned before. Of course, this is going to cost you money, but ideally the goal is to create great video or still form ads that convert really well and get people to want to click on them. And then they get sent to a great landing page where they make their purchases or downloads. So the pros of running paid ads is a quick turnaround and almost instant traffic. You build a product, you add it to the site, you create ads, you set the budget, and boom, you're off to the races. There's scalability here. You know, if it's the ad's converting, you just pump more money into it. And if there's a return on your investment, then pump more money into it and that will equal more sales. Another benefit of running paid ads is just general brand awareness. If you're like me, you see a lot of paid ads every day, but sometimes rather than clicking on the ad, I'll click on the person's profile and go check out their work, go see what they're doing. And sometimes it turns me into a fan. I'll click follow. And now, I didn't necessarily click on the ad. I didn't go buy anything, but I am following them. I found a lot of great creators and a lot of people who offer really great value this way. And so I think that's a benefit of running paid ads. The cons of running paid ads is obviously it costs money. There's no guarantee of success, so you can literally set your money on fire and really nothing happens. That's unfortunate. And say you do run ads and say they are successful, but once that campaign ends, your means of marketing that thing ends. If you're not putting money into that campaign, there's nothing going out. And so it's a temporary means of marketing. Another great strategy to promote digital products is influencer marketing. In other words, you're leveraging someone else's audience that they built, ideally an audience that's much larger than your own. This one is pretty straightforward. You find someone with a great following in a similar market or niche, you connect with them or their team to get their rates, and if it makes sense, you pay them and they start promoting your product. Another tactic with this one is offering an affiliate opportunity. So rather than paying one flat fee, you offer the influencer or creator a percentage of each sale. Or for every X number of leads come in, I'll pay you X amount. So for every 1,000 leads that we get, I'll pay you $50 or $100 or $2,000. Depending on what your digital product is valued at. The pros with influencer marketing: leveraging someone else's reach is really powerful. Their followers trust them, and if they're promoting your product, then odds are they will trust your product. So trust is huge. And again, it kind of doubles down on the brand awareness. Just like in paid ads before, another benefit was just general brand awareness. Well, this kind of is even 2x that, because it's a person promoting your product, not you running ads that gets fed into someone's feed. The cons here, I see it, is it's another person that you're having to deal with. So emotions and power dynamics are kind of at play here. That's always a risk. And like PPC, it can get really expensive and there's no guarantee of any return. Now let's talk about my favorite strategy here: making content, growing an audience, and promoting your own product to your audience. Of course, there's a lot of upfront effort required here, but the process is really simple. You pick a platform, ideally one, maybe two at first. So say if you pick Instagram, you want to grow an audience on Instagram, well, it's short form video, let's go ahead and duplicate it over to TikTok. Then you start creating really high value content that's related to your digital product. You share as much value as possible that really connects and aligns with your target audience. You do it really consistently, and over time, you will build really deep-rooted trust. And if you do things right, that trust, it just keeps compounding and compounding. Again, you're offering a lot of free value here, and then your digital product is an option. Value over everything is the name of the game. If you can build genuine trust with an audience, selling really isn't even required. Look at people like Alex Hormozi or Gary Vee or Cody Sanchez. These people are obsessed with providing real value, and they provide so much of it for free. You can go right now and search just these three people alone, spend $0 on what they had to say, and learn from them, and your life for sure will change for the better. Using them as a model and an example, you can really do the same. Consistently connecting with your audience and sharing immense value for free will eventually lead to a high amount of trust. And with that trust, selling is almost automatic. There really aren't many cons here, and the main one is time. Of course, it takes a lot of time to build an audience, and skill is required. You have to learn to do quite a few things and to do it well. Eventually you can outsource it, but until that point, when you start making money, you kind of have to figure it out. But the pros definitely outweigh the cons here. First of all, you can get started and you can get really far for free. When trust is built, the need to sell really diminishes a lot. The power and leverage you gain by building an audience in whatever niche you're in is a really great opportunity and a money magnet, even further than selling digital products, but that's really all we're going to cover today. You can get started today and get really far for free. Like I said before, when genuine trust is built, the need to sell diminishes massively. And the beauty of having content online is that it's evergreen, like it lives on the internet for forever. If you focus on continually creating good content, it will continue to bring you leads, sales, and downloads. One asterisk I'll put here is any audience that you build online on any of these social platforms is really a borrowed audience. And what I mean by borrowed audience is that I'm sure you're aware that it's common for shadow bans and hacks to happen, and then suddenly, boom, overnight your means for distribution is gone. You don't have to worry about it at the start, but something to keep in mind down the road is to look into decentralizing your audience. And the way to do that is to build on multiple platforms. So say if your Twitter account gets hacked, you still have your Instagram and your YouTube, just as an example. But something that's even more powerful, and it's actually your audience, is an email list. And a way to grow your email list, one of the strongest ways, is to offer digital products that are valuable for free, simply in exchange for an email address. And over a long period of time, suddenly your email address, it's yours. It's yours. Wherever it's hosted, you can save this email list into a CSV file and put it on a hard drive, and that list is yours. It can't get hacked. You can't get shadow banned. Like, newsletters are powerful. I think that's just like a little nugget for this video, is to just keep that in mind. And what you can do in your newsletters or in your weekly or monthly newsletters, that's where you can start selling and kind of upselling or offering your paid products. My favorite solution for a newsletter is Beehive. It's free up until I think 2,000 subscribers. I'll have a link down below. Go ahead and check it out. And there you have it. There's your roadmap to getting started selling digital products online. And remember, it's okay to start small. You remember, you chose something that you are knowledgeable and passionate about. Say, what are 5 things that would help the person that's 2 steps behind me? Not 1,000 steps behind me, just 2 steps. Here's what I learned. I'm going to put 5 steps to help X type of person do X. And just start talking about it. You're sharing valuable content on TikTok or Twitter, and you mentioned in the caption, go check out my PDF where I share this information for free. And you'll be surprised by the response you'll get. People are looking for value and to be inspired by anyone. And to see someone doing something, committing to something and doing it, and then sharing value about it, I think it's a great opportunity. You can start with one simple product, then you can start expanding your offerings with the more experience you have and the more understanding you have about your audience. Don't be discouraged if the success doesn't happen overnight. Building digital products and learning to market them takes a lot of time, effort, and patience. But with persistence and a willingness to put in the work, learn, fail, get back up, and keep putting the work in, you'll definitely find scalable success selling digital products. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.